Welcome, you guys. We're on live. Hey, it's a family cash machine. This is Eric Vaughn, and I want to come to you guys today on this Monday. Monday is the day when most people are kind of like a little gloomy, trying to get themselves together from after the weekend and partying and being relaxed and not having to work and stuff like that. And so I saw it appropriate to do this video today as we're still working on our classes for cryptocurrencies. And, you know, I got a call this morning from one of my investors, and they were a little concerned about the cryptocurrency space. And this is a question mark on this entire industry that I wanted to kind of clear up a little bit. And I'm going to do more and more training on this. But right now, the cryptocurrency space has been taking a real whooping and spanking over the last couple of weeks, maybe couple of months. It hasn't recuperated actually since December when they started the futures contracts on Chicago Board of Exchange and the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. But anyway, let's go into more detail as to what's going on with the prices of Bitcoin and the prices in the cryptocurrency space. First of all, you know, I wanted to share with you guys that this morning I had to do a transaction, and I did a transaction to a friend of mine's account, and it's a corporate account, and it was $200 that I actually transacted. So walking into the bank, you know, they got the little lady in the front of the bank, and, you know, they never can help me. I don't know why the people who address you when you first walk in, they're never in a position to help me. I don't even know why that person's there. I don't know. But anyway, so I walks in and the lady says, before I get in line, "Oh, can I help you?" I said, "Yes, I'm doing a transaction and I'm depositing some money in a friend of mine's account." And so she saw I had some cash on my. She said, "Oh, no, I can't do anything if you got cash." I'm like, "It's only $200. Like, why are you so, you know, alerted because I got cash?" So then I stood in line and I went to the counter and told the lady that I'm going to do a transaction. And she saw the cash and she got a little alarmed as well. Like, "Oh, it's cash. You can't do cash in someone's account." I said, "Excuse me, you can do cash in a corporate account. This is a corporate account." So she said, okay. So she did the transaction. And as I gave her the $200, she put up the corporation to make sure it was the right account. And then from there, she asked me for my ID. And so you guys are accustomed to this. I'm not accustomed to this anymore because I do Bitcoin transactions all the time. I do cryptocurrency transactions where I don't need my ID. I don't need my social. I don't need to be financially interrogated like I'm El Chapo just to put $200 in somebody's account. You guys, you don't realize that not just in America, but around the world, when it comes to fiat currencies, when it comes to that paper currency, the paper currency is actually a monitoring system. They made the paper currencies a monitoring system to monitor all of you guys' movement. That's what this is about. When I did Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, it was more about freedom. It was more about the ability for me to transact and move money how I want, when I want, to who I want, how much I want, at any given time that I want, without being questioned about my money, okay? That's what this is about. You guys are losing sight of what it's about. This is the first time ever in history of the world that this particular technology has been created that allows people to transact value in seconds. Okay, now I'm gonna go into some of the FUD, and some of the FUD, which is called fear, uncertainty, and doubt around this industry that's making a lot of people skeptical and making a lot of people to not position themselves for what I call one of the greatest exchanges of wealth. Anybody watching this video, you guys go up underneath this video, click the link that I'm going to have under this video, and I'm going to send you guys a free ebook that you can start reading to understand more about what this is really about. Of course, it's about making money, but at the end of the day, don't let the price of Bitcoin going up and down make you afraid to position yourself for the greatest exchange of wealth. Okay, now, if you guys remember when the internet started in 1994, we had a huge redistribution of wealth, and a lot of people that positioned themselves in an investment position for online marketing, for the internet itself. They made a lot of money. They made billions of dollars, millions of dollars. There was a lot of millionaires made, but then we had the period called the dot-com era where things crashed. A lot of companies crashed. A lot of people fell. But what they're not telling you is the internet went through a transition where you had the social media and all that other stuff and more email companies coming out. So it was more money being made than it was lost. They focused on the money that was lost, but what they didn't focus on is the transition that the internet was going through at that time. And it was one of the greatest periods of the internet's transition as far as money being made. Of course, it was more money lost on one end, but it was more money made on another end. So I want to show you guys some. I want to share something with you because I got hit by one of my investors this morning, and we're losing this battle. And when I say we're losing the battle, the people are losing. I'm not losing. I'm positioning myself because when it dips, I buy. When the price of Bitcoin goes down, I buy. And the reason I buy is because there's only 21 million Bitcoins, and this is the first time that this technology that allows people to transact without banks, without governments, without any geographical borders, without any red tape. It allows you to transact in seconds to one another without your ID, without your social or anything like that. It's a borderless, open transaction that is encrypted, so no one can hack your transaction. Like when you're dealing with PayPal, if somebody hacks PayPal, which is one centralized server, they literally have access to hundreds of millions of people's accounts and intricate financial information. But when you're using cryptocurrency, it's unhackable. It is unhackable. And I read a gentleman last week, a geopolitical analyst, some guy who's a geopolitical analyst, not a programmer, not a financial person, but a geopolitical analyst. And I think the guy's name was, I forget the guy's name. Was it Blankstein or Blankfein? This guy here, he said that someone's going to decode the encryption on cryptocurrency. And that's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you why that's not going to happen. Because it's not like it's one code and it's been sitting there and nobody has cracked that one code. And you got dozens and thousands of different hackers trying to crack this one code. No, what the cryptocurrency is hundreds of millions of codes. And every day, a couple of more 20, 30, 40 million codes are being created. It's an unlimited creation of codes constantly being created to where they won't be able to hack that. It's no way possible because, it just continues to create more and more and more what's called encrypted coding. And so every time somebody opens up a new wallet, I myself got about 10 different wallets with different exchanges and different private hard wallets I have. And every time there's created, it creates more code. Every time I do a transaction with Bitcoin or Ethereum, every time I do a different transaction, or it creates more links. And so these are encrypted links. So there's no way possible nobody's going to be able to decrypt that because the more links that are created, the more tangled this whole network becomes. So it's just totally impossible. And the reason he made that statement, because he's right. In the past, every encrypted code was decrypted. Because again, like I said, you had one code and you had all these millions of people trying to decrypt it or uncrypt it. And after so many years, as technology gets better and the hackers get better, of course, they're able to decode or encrypt or decrypt an encrypted code. But that's not the case here. These codes are being created every day. There's more and more encryptions being created on layers on top of layers on top of layers. And it's not a centralized system where it's one server that they are going to hack. There's hundreds of millions of networks created and linked and looped upon each other that would have to be simultaneously decrypted around the world at the same time, and it's totally impossible. So that's what we have here. We have a more safer system of money or value to exchange with each other that can't be hacked. So again, when people find out what this is really about, okay, because people don't know what it's about. They're just looking at the money. Oh, it's up. Oh, it's down. Oh, it's down. Oh, it's up. They're just looking at that, and they don't really understand the undergirding principle of the technology. It's allowing money to move faster. It's allowing money to move safer. Okay, and I'm going to give you an example. When you go to the bank right now, they tell you it's going to take 48 hours to transact to wherever you're transacting. I sent money to Europe 7 or 8 times, and they tell you that it's going to take 48 hours. Well, guess what, you guys? In the 12 or 13 times that I did a transaction to Europe, I've never got money there in 48 hours. It's always taken a week or 2 weeks. But let's just give them let's just give them the benefit of the doubt and say it got there in 48 hours. Okay, well, they're using a system called the Swift code system. Okay, in our country and several other financial countries, they actually sanction countries from using that system when they get on their bad side. But the Swift code system is actually older than me and older than most of you guys on this video right now. And this system is probably 60, 70 years old. And I'm saying to myself, in this modern day of technology, why is banks still using a transactional system that's outdated, that doesn't scale to the level of transactions that's actually occurring today? Why haven't they not updated their system? And I'm going to show you guys why. Well, again, back to this 48 hours. They claim it takes 48 hours in that Swift code system. You have to get your Swift code in order to transact. So, okay, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's say it takes 48 hours, which again, like I said, it never did. But let's say it takes 48 hours to send money to Europe. Well, I've actually been to Europe a couple of times, and it takes me 13 hours to get there on a plane. So you're telling me that I can put my money in my pocket, $2,000, and I can fly on an airplane and get the money there faster than the bank in this modern day technology, which they're saying 48 hours? Wow. This is what cryptocurrency is about. It's about faster transactions that cannot be hacked. Now, back to the hacking. I had a Wells Fargo account that literally got hacked about 5 times in 1 month. And they found out at Wells Fargo, they fired 5,200 people about 2 months after this happened to me. And they found out that this was internal. Well, guess what? That can't happen in Bitcoin either. So again, this is not just about, oh, it's up, oh, it's down, oh, it lost 13 billion a day, oh, it gained. This is not just about that. That's FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And I'm going to tell you what's going on right now. I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to show you what's going on. You guys watch this. Let me share my screen with you right now. I'm going to show you guys what's actually going on. And my job is to make sure that the people don't miss out on one of the greatest exchanges of wealth ever in the history of this world. Okay, this is not a job that someone gave me. This is an assignment that I took on myself because I'm tired of you guys not positioning yourselves for one of the greatest exchange of wealth. Now, this is an article somebody sent me today. If you guys can see this, $13 billion wiped out in the cryptocurrency markets. Okay, so this frightens investors. Like, oh my God, $13 billion are gone. Okay, first of all, I want to let you guys know this industry is only about $300 billion, which is nothing. Okay, Google is worth probably about $500 billion. Facebook is about $700 billion. So you mean to tell me not even the top 10 corporations in America is this whole industry amounts to? Not even the top 10 companies. Now, on Forex, there's about $50 trillion a day in money exchanged. $50 trillion a day exchanged in Forex. So this industry, not even being a $500 billion, it's a baby. It's not even nowhere near on a position to even compare it into the major globalization of economics. But it has the capability of eventually absorbing the currencies around the world. Wow. It has the ability. There's 1,600 different cryptocurrencies and more coming out every day. There's only 21 million Bitcoins, but each Bitcoin could be broken down into 100 million parts. Wow. Then you have Bitcoin Cash. Then you have Bitcoin Gold. Then you have Ethereum. Then you have Monero. Then you have Dash. There's several cryptocurrencies that have the ability to absorb all that fake paper money that you guys are trading. It's not backed by gold, not backed by anything. So guess what? It's a tremendous potential here, but the only thing holding it back is you guys don't know about it. The only thing holding this back is you guys don't know. When the people find out that there's a currency they could use and stay anonymous and stay private and transact when they want, how they want, with who they want, and how much they want, then the demand is going to go crazy and the value is going to come. So this is an article that came out that scared some of my investors, and I want to share this with you guys. $13 billion wiped out of the market. Oh my God. Okay. Now let's just look at some other. This is crypto coins news. I advise you guys to look at that because there's some articles here that scare you, but guess what? There's also some other things going on that I want to share with you. Hold up. Let me share this with you guys right now. This is interesting. Okay. Wall Street enters the cryptocurrency sector, and they will bring trillions of dollars to this industry. Now, Goldman Sachs has traded futures now in Bitcoins. Also, you have the Chicago Board of Exchange and the Chicago Board of Options and Exchange. They're trading cryptocurrency futures now. Also, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. The big boys are coming to this industry, but they're scaring the little people off with these articles. Oh, $13 trillion is gone. So the little guys are leaving, price dropping, and the big guys are going to come in and capitalize and buy this stuff at discount prices. And by the time you guys realize that this has happened, these prices will be too high for the little guys to get in and make a profit. You're going to have some money to get into this. I'm attempting to enlighten you guys and raise your consciousness now while it's very, very doable to get in. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin for $6,000. You can spend $100. You can buy $100 worth of Bitcoin or $50 worth of Bitcoin. You don't have to buy this huge amount of Bitcoin to win. Okay. Now let me share this with you guys. Wall Street's coming. I literally talked to a guy 2 weeks ago who represents a company. He represents an investment firm that has a couple of hundred corporations funds. They got $22 billion and they want to buy Bitcoins to back the IRA plans for their investors. I mean, for their employees, for all those companies. They're holding this money in accounts to invest for these corporations. And these corporations want to take that money, $22 billion. Now, this is just one group of investors, and I'm sure, and they represent over 5 million investors. And I'm pretty sure there's other investment groups like this. They're not the only one. They want to bring $22 billion. Okay, this one company I talked to, that's more than the $13 billion that just got lost. Just that one company. They want to buy Bitcoins to secure the IRA for their employees. Wow. You think they're the only ones thinking like that? Okay, this is the stuff you guys don't see. Okay, let me share this with you. Okay, I just saw another article here. I want to share this with you. Where is it at? Let me just pull this up. I want to share something which I can actually search it on this website. Let's search. You can search on this website. Let me go 700. Where is it at? Okay, $700 billion mining facility. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, where is it at? Give me a second here, you guys. I just had it. Okay, maybe I got to do it this way. Let me do it this way. I'm going to find it. 1 second. Just bear with me. Okay. Can't find it now. Is that something? It's here. There's a $700 billion, okay, mining facility in upstate New York. $700 billion that they're getting ready to build a mining facility to mine cryptocurrencies in New York. Bam. I can't find it. I just found it on my phone, though. Okay, I can't find it now, which is interesting because I just found it on my phone, but it's here. There's an article. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can email it to myself while we're on this call, because I don't like you guys to just think I'm talking. I want you guys to see the evidence of this stuff that I'm talking about. I just emailed it to one of my investors. So, okay. Bam, there it is right there. So let me just email this to myself, and then I can pull it up while we're on this conversation. And then you guys can see that I'm not just making up stuff. There's a $700 billion mining facility coming to New York. Now, what's interesting about that is New York has passed some of the most restrictive laws on cryptocurrency. They now have a bit license in New York. Most cryptocurrency companies have left New York because it's just too restrictive, okay, to function. And it's too hard to get that Bitcoin license. They call it a bit license. Okay, there's a gentleman by the name of, let me share my screen with you guys. What's the guy's name? His name is Lawsky. Benjamin Lawsky. Here's the guy here who made the bit license. This guy made the bit license. He was a regulator that created the bit license. He is the regulator who made Bitcoin just pretty much hard to function in New York because of the stock exchange. And so this gentleman, once he created that law, guess what? He left his government job, his good paying job, and he's now working in the Bitcoin industry as an advisor. Wow. Talk about double standards. Talk about hypocrisy. This guy made it so hard for anybody to function in Bitcoins. And now he left that job, of the government job that allowed him to create this. And now he's working in this industry as an advisor. He's in the fintech. They call it the fintech industry, which is the financial technologies. And that's what Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is. It's financial technologies. Here's the article right here. This guy created the law, the bit license. And after he created that in the government, he had to learn a lot about Bitcoins. He had to study a lot and learn a lot, about how it works. He talked to the Winklevoss twins, those twins that helped start Facebook, that sued Facebook, that are huge in the cryptocurrency space right now. They're billionaires. He talked to these guys to try to understand what Bitcoin is and all that stuff while they were trying to regulate it. And once he came up with his regulations, all the companies, the exchanges that were in New York left. It was too hard. Once he created the blockade, he came into the business. Interesting. Thought that was quite interesting because he understands where the money is. He understands where the future is. He understands when he made all the regulations to stop it, that's where he needs to be. So what am I saying right now? I'm saying that this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that these people are not coming into this industry for nothing. They're not building a $700 million mining facility in New York for nothing. They're not doing that to lose money. They see the value. Let me see if I can pull up that article. That was in New York. I just emailed it to myself. So let me look at this and let you guys see that. And, I don't want you guys to think I'm BSing you. I couldn't find it on the internet when I was just on the site, but I got the link right here. As you can see, it's the same site where it pops up. 700 million Bitcoin mining. That's why I couldn't find it. I put billion. 700 million still. Almost $1 billion mining facility is coming to New York. $700 million mining facility they're building in New York. Why? To lose money? I don't think so. So again, you guys, they understand what this is about. The big boys understand what this is about. I got another article I want to share with you guys. About Goldman & Sachs. Let me share this article with you guys about Goldman & Sachs. We're going to pull this up. I think I could be able to search it here. Goldman & Sachs now is getting ready to trade cryptocurrency. Now, they have options. They have futures that they're trading, but now they're getting ready to set up a platform to actually trade cryptocurrencies like they trade currencies. They're getting ready to create a trading platform, and it's coming to by the demand of their clients. Now, Goldman & Sachs is one of the big boys. They're like the biggest. It doesn't get any bigger than Goldman & Sachs when you talk about money. They're getting ready to set up, and they're already testing, a trading platform to trade all the cryptocurrencies for their clients, just like you would trade yen or yuan or euros or US dollars or treasury bonds or security bonds. They're setting up now. Goldman & Sachs. I'm going to find an article for you right here. Again, I don't want you to take my word. I've researched all the stuff, and I'm seeing big money coming to the cryptocurrency space. So it's funny how they create the FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They create the pandemonium for average people to run away while big corporations plan to come in. When all these little guys that's been in the way the last year that drove the price all the way up to 20,000, all those guys are gone now because they didn't understand anything but 20,000, 15,000. Now Bitcoin is 8,000. Now it's 10,000. That's all you little guys understand. But the big guys are looking at the charts. They're looking at the functionality of the product, and they're looking at value. And they're looking at the fact that even in Bitcoin's worst time right now, a year ago, Bitcoin was $1,100. 2 years ago, it was $200. So even looking at the $13 trillion gone, in the last year, Bitcoin has outperformed every other asset in the world. If you bought 100 Bitcoins last year, you spent, $100,000. You now are sitting on $620,000 without doing anything. So don't believe the propaganda. This is why Goldman & Sachs, Chicago Board of Exchanges, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, this is why all these big boys, and even Chase, they're now pointing their investors towards the cryptocurrency space so they can make their investors the biggest bang for their buck. But you little guys out there, the average guys, we're running away from it. And this is one of the most lucrative industries in the world, and it's one of the greatest technologies in the world that's going to create money is basically creating its own internet. Wow. This is the internet of money. That's what this is about. So it's actually more valuable than the fiat currency that's not backed by anything. Now, let me share my screen again. Now, okay, I showed you guys that article. Now, let me show you the article that is, let me show you the article about Goldman & Sachs. Let's see, Goldman & Sachs. Let me see, there's a couple of articles here on them, probably a lot of them. Let me see, I don't know if I got time to go through Goldman & Sachs. There's a lot of articles here on Goldman Sachs. They're talking a lot about cryptocurrency. I can see that. Let me email myself again that other article because I want to go straight to the article that I found earlier. Because I do a lot of research on this stuff. The family cash machine, we've been teaching people cryptocurrency for the last 2 years. We have a couple of dozen people that now are in the 6 digits from a little bit of nothing, from starting with as low as $150. And so I think we know what we're doing. And again, we buy the dip. When it goes down, we buy. And then it goes back up. And every time it goes down, we buy. And then it goes back up. It's going to always keep going up because, remember, there's only 21 million Bitcoins. You can't make more. That's it. It's not like the US dollar where you can just print and print and print. So, and it has a intricate value or intricate, unique purpose. Again, this is decentralized currencies that allows people to transact peer-to-peer without any third party. Amazing. It's never, ever been nothing like this. Okay? Never. And so I just sent myself the article. Okay, let me see if I can go to my email again, you guys. Give me a minute and pull up this new article that I found on, here it is, Goldman Sachs. And what Goldman Sachs is saying is basically Goldman Sachs CEO says it's arrogant to think cryptocurrency won't be successful. This is an article on the Crypto Coins News that I asked you guys to read. And again, the reason it's going to be successful because of its unique purpose, and not just cryptocurrency, not just Bitcoin. They're finding out now that Bitcoin has a even more value from the undergirding technology of blockchain technology, which now they're finding out has the capability of disrupting dozens of industries, movie industry, record industry, the housing industry, title companies. It has the ability to even disrupt governments and to allow governments to run basically on autopilot with computers and technology. So this thing is huge. The possibilities and potentials of cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, decentralization is huge. And we haven't even caught up as a race yet, a human race. We haven't even caught up in our computer functionality to the capabilities of this technology. We're still growing into the use of it. And it's going to have a lot to do with the AI too, as what you call like artificial intelligence and stuff like that. It's going to work with that as well. And this whole technology is amazing. And that's why I'm putting up the cryptocurrency courses so you guys can learn this is more than just currency. This is more about technology. It's more about the future. And it's more about autonomous organizations and decentralization. Those are words that you guys should look up. But I'm going to say this before we close out. Goldman Sachs now is saying that their clients are forcing them, right here it says, earlier this week, for the first time in the bank's history, Goldman Sachs chief operator officer David Solomon confirmed the rumors that Goldman Sachs has been working to establish a cryptocurrency trading desk beyond futures. So they're going to start trading this as a currency. This thing is huge, you guys. And it's my job to make sure you don't miss out on it, on its investment time, on the time to invest. Don't just be a consumer. Invest in it now. Become an investor in this technology. Learn this stuff. It's not going to come to you overnight. It may take a little time for you to get it. But guess what? It's real. And you guys are going to make a lot of money doing this, understanding this. And it also closes with saying, it says, apart from the clearing Bitcoin futures, okay, they're doing futures, Solomon said that the bank has been very cautiously testing cryptocurrency trading and launching the proper cryptocurrency trading desk for its clients in the near future. So they're getting pressure from their clients because these people are investors. They're looking at money. They're looking at performance. They're looking at the greatest yield of any asset in the last couple of years. And so that's what this is about, you guys. This is not just about it's going up, it's going down. Again, remember, this is one of the greatest technologies of all time, even since the internet. And it's going to take you guys into a lot of futuristic functions with the blockchain technology and decentralization. So with that, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. And we're going to see you guys on the next video. Grab that link underneath there. hit that thumbs up, like this video, and hit the thumbs up so other people can run across this information. And I want you guys to sign up for the Family Cash Machine right now. It's free for you guys to come in and start learning on our daily webinars and start understanding how you can position yourself for this great exchange of wealth, and why Goldman Sachs, why Disney just spent $1 billion, why did Bill Gates just spend over $800 million, why is it the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and the Chicago Board of Options and Exchange, why is all these big companies with big money coming to the cryptocurrency space while they're putting out propaganda for you guys to drive the price down so you guys run away so they can grab it all up at a discount price, and by the time you guys realize what happened, it's too late. So with that, you guys, this is Eric Vaughn, Family Cash Machine. Again, grab that link. I'm going to send you guys a free ebook to start getting your mind transacted and the transition of your mind to understand this technology. It's not hard. There is a period of learning, but it's worth it. Believe me, it's worth it, because once you see it, you're going to say, wow, I get it. So with that, we're going to go ahead and sign out. You guys have a great day. Peace.